Okay guys, doing something a little bit different this time. The best routes into Blackpool. I'm going to take 3 different routes off the M55 just to show you alternative ways of getting into the main car parks and main parking areas of Blackpool. So here we are on the M55 approaching Blackpool. So we're heading up towards the bridge at the M50 at the end of the M55 near Blackpool. We're going to take the most direct route on this first one. We're going straight down Eden Way. So as you get to the junction with Blackpool, you have 2 options here. You can go left and up the ramp, or you could go under the roundabout straight on. On this option this time we're going to go under the roundabout straight on. We're going on Eden Way, which is the newest road in to central Blackpool. Okay. So we're just approaching the end of the M55 motorway now, leading into Blackpool. And you'll have 2 options when you get to the end of here. You can go, like I said, straight on, which is underneath the roundabout, or you can go off to your left and up the ramp onto the top of the roundabout. On this option, as going down Eden Way on the most direct route, we're going to go straight on under the roundabout. So you'll see the signpost coming up ahead of you now. So you got Blackpool North, the A583. That's the option to go left off the roundabout. We're going back into the middle lane now, and we're going to go for the other option, which is under the roundabout straight on. Actually following the signposts for Leven St Anne's and Blackpool Central. Okay then, here we go. Going straight on. Aiming for Blackpool Central, Blackpool Airport. That's the signpost you're following. Going straight on and approaching the end of the motorway. The end of the motorway is nearly there, and you'll start slowing down now, and we're approaching the roundabout, which will take us onto Eden Way. So we're wanting to be turned right. We want to be in the right hand lane, turning right, and we're going to be taking the second exit off this roundabout. Your first exit there is separated by a small traffic island actually. You follow around, first exit, And this is your second exit, which takes you onto Yeadon Way. And it's straight on from here. Welcome to Blackpool. So I'm going to take you all the way to the end and show you exactly where this road leads to. It will take us past Waterloo Road, past the football ground, and onto Central Car Parks and the brand new build car park, which is on the very end of this road. One thing I may have to say about this road, it's only, as you can see, should I say, just one lane either way. So at the busy times, this can get quite congested, this road. But the second route, which I'll be showing you after this one, isn't quite the same. So it's worth sticking around to see the second route. Because if it's a very busy day and this road's congested, you need to be considering taking that second route, because you could be stuck on here for quite a while. As you can see, there's not many options on here for overtaking. You've got the double solid white lines in the middle of the road, so if there is congestion you will be stuck behind whatever's in front of you. So we've got a roundabout ahead here. At this roundabout, by the way, there is a garage petrol station if you need to fill up. But we're going to be heading straight on. And over this roundabout. And this next bridge and roundabout is the Waterloo Road junction, and we'll be going straight over this one as well, and you can see the tower in the distance there. Okay, underneath Waterloo Road Bridge and heading towards the football ground. Big building directly in front of you. Travel lodge and the football ground. This is Bloomfield Road Junction we're approaching now. Traffic lights with Bloomfield Road. As you can see, the tower's getting closer and closer as we move along. The sign there saying Seaside as ways closed ahead, access to town centre followed diversion. We're not actually going to the town centre, we wanted to go to the central car parks. So on we go. It gives you the feeling that they're telling you that the car parks are closed actually. But they're actually not. You can still go quite a way up and park. Going past the football club now, over this next roundabout. And as you can see, there's still ample parking on the left hand side here. Going over the bridge here, and still ample parking. So there's plenty of parking, even though them signs earlier on say there isn't. There's plenty of parking all the way up till Chapel Street, in fact. So you got that main build car park directly in front of you, you can't miss it. Eventually this road will lead directly right into that car park. But as yet, it won't, because this road's closed now. This is the end of it. Incidentally, the car park on your left hand side down there, Chapel Street car park, Bonnie Street car park where the police station is, that is still operational, that's still open, and that's probably the closest one to the promenade now. Okay, now we're going on to Route 2, the Preston New Road route. So we're back on the M55. Back on the M55, heading into Blackpool. Only this time we will be following the headings for the A583, so we're not going straight on through and under the roundabout. We will be going off to the left and up the ramp onto the roundabout. Okay, so you've got to stick in the left hand lane here. I'm following this sign for the A583, Blackpool North. Okay. So just ahead of us here, we will be taking the left hand turn off, the left hand exit, signpost the A583. Now if you've got a backup of traffic on this middle lane that's going to Eden Way, get yourself onto this lane and I'll show you why just now. So on the left hand lane we're going to go up the ramp here. Once you hit the ramp, stay on the right hand side of the lane, as we will be going right on the third exit. Indicators on as we enter the roundabout, turning right, third exit. It's exit 1. Exit 2. Now into the left lane and turning left on the next exit. Here we go. Now we enter onto Preston New Road. Now we're going straight down here. Something I have to emphasise now is this road has quite a lot of speed cameras on it. Be careful of your speed, watch your speed. We have a 30 mile an hour limit and it's highly adhered to. Saying that, we do have the dual carriageway now all the way into Blackpool, which is something we don't have on the previous route that I've just showed you. So we have a dual carriageway all the way from Preston New Road. So we're just carrying on straight down here, all the way straight down. Okay, carrying on straight down Preston Road. Making sure that you do stick to that 30mph speed limit. Speed camera there. Also on this road we have selection of fast foods as well, which we don't have on Eden Way, so if you want to stop for a bite to eat before you enter Blackpool, we have the McDonald's and a KFC drive-through coming up for this next set of lights. If you turn left at the lights, there's quite a lot of eateries there. It's quite affectionately known to Blackpool residents, this junction, as Fat Man's Corner. Everything you could and want to eat is around this area. But anyway, we're going straight on. So heading on down Preston Road, carrying on towards the Oxford Square junction. So it's straight down all the way. You're not going left or right at any point. On Preston Road itself. Okay, we're nearly at the junction now with Oxford Square, which is pretty straightforward. It's traffic lights now. It's just beyond this set of lights we have Oxford Square. And it used to be a roundabout back in the day, but now it's traffic lights, so it's so much easier. So we're just going straight on. So the other side of this traffic lights is where this road ends and Park Road starts. It's Park Road, is the road that we want. So carrying on straight over. It's the end of Preston Road and the beginning of Park Road. And we just follow the road round and carrying straight on. Past Aldi. And you can just see the tower in the distance there, just disappearing back behind the houses as you come around that corner. We'll carry straight on. We're staying on Park Road. This is the junction with Conda Grove, but we're staying on Park Road. We're going straight on. Okay, what you're looking for coming down here is Blackpool and Fylde College on your right hand side. If you use that as a landmark, so as you're driving down here, you're looking for the Blackpool Fylde College on your right hand side. It's just coming up now as we go around this bend. Okay, then there it is. As soon as you see that, we're going to be taking the next left. So the next left will take us onto Palatine Road, okay? Here we go. We're taking the next left here at this next set of traffic lights. Should take us onto Palatine Road. Okay, turning left onto Palatine Road, straight down to the junction where it meets Central Drive. And when we get to Central Drive at the end of there, we're going to take a right onto Central Drive. So we're turning right here onto Central Drive. And then left at the traffic lights onto Chapel Street. And there's the tower dead in front of you. So we're taking a left here onto Chapel Street. And basically taking you to the central car parks here that we have available to you. So, okay, we're turning left here. And just before we go under the bridge, you've got the new build there. That's going to be the new car park there. So you'll be able to access that new car park here. And then you go under the bridge and you'll be able to, and you still can access the Chapel Street, Bonnie Street car park here. So this is probably the nearest car park to the promenade, which is still in service as we speak up until the end of this year. Okay guys, thanks for that one. And our next route's going to be the route you would take if you were going through the illuminations from the M55. If you went through the illuminations, starting at South Shore. Okay, so we're on the M55. Once again, heading towards the end of the roundabout, and at the end where the roundabout is, sorry. This time we're going straight on. We're not going up the ramp, we're going to go straight on under the roundabout as we get to the end of the M55. So we'll be following the signposts for the airport and Blackpool Central. Okay, so we're going straight on. This time we go under the roundabout. It's under the roundabout. And now we're approaching the next roundabout where we're going to be going left. We're going to be taking a left turn here. Signposted industrial estates, etc. We'll take the left turn at this roundabout. Staying in this left lane. Staying this side of the traffic island. Okay, carry on down here. As we pull out of here, we'll be going into the right hand lane because we'll be turning right at the next roundabout. On this roundabout that was coming up now, we will be taking the third exit. So entering the roundabout, exit number 1, exit number 2, and this is the third exit, dual carriageway, taking us all the way down to the promenade where it meets the tram station, the tram terminus, Squires Gate Lane and Promenade Junction. This road takes us all the way down. Okay, yeah, so we're carrying on down Squires Gate Lane now towards the promenade. It's dual carriageway all the way down. Also, as previously said in the other routes, keep your eye out for speed cameras. There's plenty of speed cameras on this road as well, and these are strictly adhered to. So we're carrying on straight down towards the airport. It's dual carriageway all the way. It's also a good route if you're staying in any of the South Shore hotels or around about the Pleasure Beach. This is also a good alternative route to get to that side of the town. I'll point out the reasons why and the roads you should take further on down, if that's the case. Carrying on down, here's a couple of speed cameras on this stretch. Be very, very careful. And we're just approaching the junction with St Anne's Road. So if you were to take a right hand turn at this next junction, which is a junction with St Anne's Road, that road there would take you straight down Central Drive, straight down the centre of town, if you was to take a right hand turn at these lights. But you're not. We're carrying straight on. We're going down to the promenade, down to the tram terminus, to the beginning of the illuminations. As you can see, it's a straight run, it's all the way, it's a straight road all the way, so very easy once you come off that roundabout. So just going on our way past the airport, approaching the junction with Lytham Road. So this next set of traffic lights coming up is the Lytham Road junction. If you were to turn right onto Lytham Road, it would take you, and follow the road down, it would take you all the way to the promenade with a junction with Manchester Square, where the Manchester pub is. But we're carrying on. If you were to turn left ironically at this set of traffic lights, it would take you into the airport. So left for the airport, right for Lytham Road. We're going straight on. So here we are at that junction. So we go through the lights and we want to be in the right hand lane now as we approach the bridge. This is the bridge that crosses the railway track which takes the trains into the South Station and the Pleasure Beach Station. So as we go over the brow of the hill, you'll see the sea in the distance. Dead ahead here, so okay. The next set of traffic lights is the junction with the promenade. We're going to take a right onto the promenade. Where that big building is there, that's the tram terminus, the new tram terminal which houses the new trams. So taking a right onto the promenade here. As you turn this, you'll see the archway for the beginning of the illuminations, the archway which greets you onto the entrance of the illuminations when it's the illuminations season. There's the archway dead in front of you now. And as we go around this bend, you will see the Pleasure Beach. So, if you're staying in any hotels around about the Pleasure Beach, this is also a good way to enter the town. I'll be leaving you very shortly. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, please share it. Please hit that like button, it does help the channel very, very much. So as you can see, there's the big one roller coaster right in front of you, the Pleasure Beach, the mirror ball on the on the left hand side, Pleasure Beach on the right hand side. I'm going to leave you here now. Thanks for taking the ride with me, chaps, and hope it helps. Thank you and goodbye.